Bugungi videomizda pre-intermediate darajasi birinchi unit va ikkinchi qism haqida gaplashamiz va ikkinchi qism free time deb ataladi. Goals, ya'ni maqsadlarimiz, talk about how often you do things and talk about your free time. Birinchi qismda grammar and speaking, present simple and adverbs of frequency. Birinchi hozirgi oddiy zamon va frequency, ya'ni chastota bo'yicha narracha, ya'ni ravishlarni ko'rib ketishimiz kerak bo'lar ekan. Exercise 1. Work with a partner and discuss the questions. Birinchi qismda sherigimiz bilan savolga javob berish, ya'ni speaking qismi hisoblanadi va birinchi savolimiz do you ever go running and why not? Birinchi qismda men o'zim sizga misol tariqasida javoblarni berib ketaman va shu tarzda o'zingiz savollarga javob berishingiz mumkin. Do you ever go running and why not? Well, I quite often go running because it gives me an excess energy which I can spend during the day, and it makes me healthier. Why do you think some people enjoy running? Well, there may be several reasons. The most prominent reason may be they have too much energy and they may need adrenaline for their daily life, and that's why they just prefer spending time running. Question 3. Look at the photos. Do you know the author Haruki Murakami? And would you like to read the book? Well, I don't know this person. I've never seen this person before. When it comes to the book, well, this doesn't look appealing. That's why I wouldn't read this book, because I don't have enough time to do things these days. That's why I would just pass on this opportunity. Exercise 2A. You're going to listen to a review of the book in the photo. Before you listen, write questions using the prompts. Xo'p, hozir biz bu kitob haqidagi otif haqida eshitamiz va bu qismda biz eshitishdan oldin savollarni tuzib chiqishimiz kerak bo'ladi so'zlardan ishlatgan holda. One. Why Murakami run? Why does Murakami run? Birinchi qismda Murakami nima uchun yuguradi? 2. How often does he go running? 3. How many miles does he run every week? 4. Does he do any other sports? Bu qismlarga, bu savollarga javoblarni audioni eshitgan holda savolga javobga berishingizga va topishingiz kerak bo'ladi.
Audio 1.4. Hello and welcome to Great Books of Our Time. Today we're talking about the book What I Talk About When I Talk About Running by Japanese novelist Haruki Murakami. Here to tell us all about it is this week's reviewer, Maria Corbett. Maria, thanks for joining us today.
My pleasure.
So, Maria, what's this book about?
Well, it's about running, but it's also about Murakami's life. He talks about why running and writing are important to him.
And why is running important to him? Why does he run?
Well, it's certainly about keeping fit, but it's more than just that. For Murakami, and I suppose for many runners, it's often about getting better at something. He says he doesn't really enjoy team sports, playing soccer or baseball, because he's never worried about beating other people. He prefers to go for a run and achieve his own goals.
How did he start running?
Well, he had a jazz bar in Tokyo, but he sold it in 1982 and became a writer. At the same time, he started running, and a year later he completed a race from Athens to Marathon in Greece.
And how often does he go running?
In the book, he says he runs most days. He usually has one day off a week, but he does 36 miles every week.
Phew, that's amazing. And Does he do any other sports?
Well, he does triathlons. That's swimming, cycling and running. But he likes running best. He does at least one marathon every year.
Ah, so he spends quite a lot of time on his own when he's running. Does he get lots of ideas for his books? Does he think about work?
Well, no, not really. He says he sometimes thinks about the weather and he occasionally gets an idea for a book. Actually, he says he usually doesn't think about anything. He just runs. Oh, and he nearly always listens to rock music.
Exercise 3. Listen again and complete the sentences with an adverb or frequency expression from the box. Bu qismda esa o'sha audioga qaytgan holda, o'sha audioni yana bir marta eshitgan holda savollarga javob topishga harakat qilishimiz kerak. Va hozir sizda biroz vaqt bor va shu savollarga javob berganingizdan so'ng birgalikda tekshirishga harakat qilamiz. Xo'p, endi keling birgalikda savollarga javob berishga harakat qilamiz va birinchi qismimiz It is often about getting better at something. Va ikkinchi qismda esa he's never worried about beating other people. C qismda esa he runs most days, ya'ni doimiy yugurishga harakat qiladi. D sometimes. He sometimes thinks about the weather. E esa occasionally. He occasionally gets an idea for a book. And he doesn't usually think about anything. And the last one is he nearly always listens to rock music. Exercise 4. Work with a partner. Add the adverbs and frequency expressions from exercise 3 and the ones in the box to the table. Which ones have similar meanings? Bu qismda esa bu adverbs of frequency ni ishlatgan holda qaysi bir holatni, qaysi bir harakatni qancha tezlikda bajarilganligini topishga harakat qilishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Bu tablitsani to'ldirishimiz uchun hozir sizga vaqt beriladi va shu vaqtdan so'ng o'zingiz biz bilan birgalikda savollarga javoblarni tekshirib ko'rishingiz mumkin. O'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, birinchi qismda 100%, ya'ni har doim bo'ladigan ish harakatlari uchun always ravishi, ya'ni har doim ravishi ishlatiladi. Ikkinchi qismda o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek, nearly always and most days so'zlarini ishlatamiz. To'rtinchisida esa usually va beshinchisida esa often so'zlarini qo'yamiz. Oltinchi qismda esa sometimes, 8-chi qismlarga esa every now and then va once or twice a year, a day, a week, a month qo'yiladi. Va 9-chi qismda o'zingiz kitobingizda bo'lgan edek, occasionally so'zi ishlatiladi. 10-chi va 11-chi qismlarda esa rarely va hardly ever so'zlar ishlatiladi va oxirgi qism esa 0% hech qachon bo'lmaydigan vaziyatlarda never, ya'ni hech qachon so'z ishlatiladi. Exercise 5. 5-chi mashqda look at the sentences in exercise 3, choose the correct option to complete the rules and the grammar focus box. Bu qismda esa grammatika bo'yicha ishlashga harakat qilamiz va grammar focus boxdagi savollarni va savollarga javob bergan holda o'zimizning grammatika bo'yicha bilimlarimizni mustahkamlab olamiz. Grammar focus box. Present simple and adverbs of frequency. Frequency expressions. We use adverbs of frequency and frequency expressions to talk about how often we do things. Bu qismda esa biz frequency, ya'ni chastota, tezlik adverbs ravishlarini va frequency expressions va bu so'zlarni, bu ma'noni bildiradigan expressions so'z birikmalarini qancha tezlikda ishlarni bajarishimizni ko'rsatishimiz uchun ishlatamiz. An adverb of frequency usually goes before the main verb. Masalan, he nearly always listens to rock music. Ya'ni bu so'zlarimiz, bu so'z birikmalarimiz asosiy fe'ldan oldin keladi. An adverb of frequency usually goes after the verb to be. Ya'ni to be fe'lidan keyin ishlatiladi. Masalan, he's never worried about beating other people. An adverb of frequency usually goes after the auxiliary verb do, does in negative sentences. Bu qismda inkor gaplarimizda yordamchi fe'limizdan keyin keladi. Ya'ni bu qismda he doesn't usually think about anything. Ya'ni usually so'zimiz doesn't yordamchi fe'limizdan keyin kelgan. Frequency expressions can go at the beginning or at the end of the sentences. He runs most days or every day he runs. Pronunciation, stress, ya'ni bu qismda talaffuzimizni rivojlantirishimiz va stress, urg'uga e'tibor berishimiz kerak bo'lgan qism. Exercise 6A. Listen to these sentences and notice which words and parts of the words are stressed. Bu qismda uchta gapni eshitishimiz va qaysi bir qism gapning qaysi yoki so'zning qaysi bir qismida urg'u berilganligini ko'rishimiz kerak. Bu nimaga kerak bizga? Chunki agar urg'u berishni, qaysi so'zlarga to'g'ri urg'u berishni o'rgansak, ingliz tilidagi talaffuzimiz ham shunchalik rivojlanadi.
Audio 1.5 1.
He sometimes thinks about the weather.
2.
Once or twice a year, he does a triathlon.
3.
It is often about getting better at something.
B. Listen again and repeat the sentence. Bu qismda esa siz qaytadan eshitishingiz va o'zingizni talaffuzingizni rivojlantirishingiz uchun repeat, ya'ni takrorlashingiz kerak bo'ladi. Exercise 7. Put the adverbs of frequency or frequency expressions in the correct place in the sentences. Some can go in more than one place. Bu qismda, bu mashqda biz shu adverbs of frequencylarni qanaqa ishlatishimizni o'rganishimiz kerak va aytishganidek, some of them, ya'ni ba'zi birlari gapni ikkala yoki ikki xil qismda ham kelishi mumkin. Va hozir sizga misol berilgan: we spend time with relatives occasionally. We occasionally spend time with relatives. O'zingiz bilganingizdek, asosiy fe'ldan oldin kelganligi sababli we occasionally spend time with relatives so'z gapi hosil bo'lgan va hozir sizda videoni pauza qilib shu mashqni o'zingiz bajarib ko'rish imkoniyatingiz bor. Birinchi gapimizda we spend time with relatives. Bu qismni mashqimizda o'zimizning tajribamizda ko'rgan edik. We occasionally spend time with relatives. My best friend does some exercise with most days. Xo'p, bu qism most days ham gap boshida ham gap oxirida kelishi mumkin. Ya'ni most days my best friend does some exercises or my best friend does some exercise most days. Uchinchi gapimizda esa hardly ever ravishi fe'ldan oldin kelganligi sababli we hardly ever watch films. To'rtinchisi. My family goes out for a meal once or twice a week. Bu qism ham, bu frequency expression ham, so'z birikmasi ham gap boshida, ham gap oxirida kelishi mumkin va siz once or twice a week my family goes out for a meal gapini ham tuzishingiz mumkin bo'ladi. 5. I'm in bed by 11 p.m. Xo'p, to be'dan keyin kelganligi uchun ham I'm nearly always in bed by 11 p.m. ishlatiladi. Xo'p, adverbs of frequency, ya'ni bu ravishlarimiz to be fe'lidan keyin kelganligi sababli I'm nearly always in bed by 11 p.m. so'zni gapini shakllantirishingiz mumkin. Bu qismda esa yordamchi fe'limiz don't so'zidan keyin kelganligi sababli we don't usually go abroad on holiday. 7-chi qismda every now and then gapning boshida va gapning oxirida kelganligi sababli I chat with friends online every now and then yoki every now and then I chat with friends online gaplarni shakllantirishingiz mumkin. Va oxirgi gapimiz I have a lie-in at the weekend. Rarely so'zi asosiy fe'limizdan oldin kelganligi sababli I rarely have a lie-in at the weekend birikmasi vujudga keladi. Exercise 8A. Rewrite the sentences exercise 7 to make them true for you. Demak, bu qismda esa writing urg'u beramiz va bu qismda siz shu 7-chi exercise'da berilgan, 7-chi mashqimizda berilgan gaplarni o'zingiz uchun, hayotingiz uchun to'g'ri qilgan holda qaytadan yozib chiqishingiz mumkin. Exercise 8B. Work with a partner, ask each other questions to find out more information. Bu qismda esa speaking qismida siz o'zingizni sheringiz bilan birga o'tirgan holda shu savollarga javob berib va qo'shimcha savollar bergan holda bir-biringiz haqingizda qo'shimcha ma'lumot olishingiz mumkin. Masalan, we hardly ever spend time with relatives. Biz juda kamdan-kam hollarda o'zimizning qarindoshlarimiz bilan vaqt o'tkazamiz. Oh no, why not? Nimaga? Because they live too far away. Demak, ular juda ham uzoqda yashashar ekan. Vocabulary and speaking part. Free time activities, ya'ni bo'sh vaqtda qilinadigan mashg'ulotlar. Bu qismda biz 9A work with a partner, put the sports and free time activities into the correct group. Ya'ni bu qismda biz play, do, go so'zlarini ishlatgan holda word expressions ya'ni so'z birikmalarini collocations so'z birikmalarini shakllantirishimiz kerak bo'ladi. Masalan, play golf, do yoga, go clubbing. Bu qismda esa biz o'zimizga play, go, do so'zlari qachon kelishini bilib olishimiz kerak va bu qismda play so'zi aynan sport mashg'ulotlari bilan ishlatiladi. Do esa bir kishi bajaradigan mashg'ulotlarda, go esa ing ya'ni gerund bilan tugaydigan mashg'ulotlarda ishlatiladi. Masalan, out for a coffee meal, go out for a coffee meal, play football, play computer games, do karate, go camping, go swimming, go on Facebook, do exercise, go to the gym, go for a walk, go running, play chess, play cards, do aerobics, and play basketball qismlari shakllari bo'ladi. Exercise 9B. Labels the forest phrases from exercise 9. Bu qismda esa biz mana bu berilgan rasmlarga to'g'ri keladigan phrases, collocations, ya'ni so'z birikmalarini topib belgilab qo'yishimiz kerak va bu qismda ham sizga vaqt beriladi. Videoni pauza qiling va keyinchalik birgalikda savollarga to'g'ri javoblarni topib chiqamiz. Va ko'rganingizdek, birinchi qismda kofe ichib o'tirishganligi sababli go out for a coffee or meal. Ikkinchi qismda go camping. Uchinchisi C play cards. D do yoga. E do karate. F play basketball. Exercise 9C. Can you add any more words to each group above? Ya'ni bu qismda esa biz o'zimizni fikrlash qobiliyatimizni ishlatgan holda play, go, do gruppalariga o'zimiz yangidan so'z topishimiz kerak, so'z topishga harakat qilishimiz kerak. Birinchi qismda esa masalan play hockey, do homework, go shopping yoki go mountain biking, go hiking. Exercise 10. Find two examples from exercise 9A of activities that you usually do on your own, you usually do with people do outdoors, people do indoors, you do when you are feeling lazy, you do when you are feeling full of energy. Bu qismda sizga vaqt beriladi, videoni pauza qilishingiz va qaysi bir harakat, qaysi bir guruhga kirishini topishingiz kerak bo'ladi. va o'zingiz ko'rganingizdek bu qismda you do usually on your own. Xo'p, o'zimiz qiladigan ish harakatlarimiz do karate, do exercise, and for example go for a walk. You usually do with other people, go out for a coffee meal, play football, maybe play cards. People do outdoors, ya'ni tashqarida qilishadi, uydan tashqarida qilishadi. Bu qismda esa we can say play football, go to the gym, ichkarida qiladi, to'g'rimi? Xo'p, uchinchi qismda esa people do outdoors, ya'ni har bir kishi binodan tashqarida qilinadigan ishlar, play basketball, go running, go for a walk. People do indoors, ya'ni bino ichkarisida qilinadigan ishlarda esa play cards, do aerobics, go to the gym. You do when you are feeling lazy, ya'ni siz o'zingizda energiyangiz yo'q his qilganingizda you play cards, you play computer games, you go on Facebook. And you do when you are feeling full of energies, energiyaga boy bo'lganingizda go running, play basketball, and maybe do aerobics. Exercise 11A. Work in a group, ask each other questions about some of the free time activities in exercise 9A and make a note of the answers. Bu qismda esa bu guruhda, kichkina guruhda bajariladigan deyish harakatimiz va bu qismda esa siz bir-biringizdan savol so'ragan holda speakingni rivojlantirishingiz kerak. Tell the class what you found out, who spends a lot of time doing one sport or activity in their free time and who doesn't. Bu qismda ham kichkina guruhda bajariladi va bir-biringiz doimiy qiladigan va doimiy qilmaydigan ish